back, everybody, to another special edition of Legends Day. Look, I'm your host, Darnell Oaks. Look, y'all, Legends Day, with a home, baby. You got your eyes and ears in the right location. Now, we're going to jump right in, but please don't forget to support the show, y'all. That Cash App is Oaks Shopping Arena, y'all. Now look, man. Now look, y'all. This episode right here, this about a very, very special player, man. I remember actually hearing this name. I want to say I was in middle school. Could have been late elementary, man. But this name was ringing bells, man. I'm talking left and right, man. Coming out of the city of Chicago, y'all. Man, if you have no idea what legend I'm speaking of right now, and I'm going to tell you, it is Ronnie Fields, man. Come on, man. Ronnie Fields. Man, I'm going to tell you, man. No other show gonna give it to you the way we give it to you right here. You can search the world, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Legends Day. We gonna talk about the legends and not the ones you got in mind. Not at all, man. Let's go. Man, look, Ronnie Fields, born February 28th, man. 1977. That's in Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to Chicago, anyways, man. Listen, man. Ronnie made his name, y'all, at Farragut Academy. That's 92 to 96, right? Up in that ballpark. Now, here's where it gets deep right away. Ronnie Fields co-star, man, for a year at Farragut Academy is a Hall of Famer. One of arguably the best power forward to play the game. We're talking about no other than the big ticket, baby. KG, Kevin Garnett.
Yes!
I'm going to tell you something, man. It's been reported Ronnie Fields got a 50-inch vertical, man. Now, listen, man. If you haven't seen the footage, look, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. If you didn't see Ronnie play in real time, you just wouldn't understand who I'm speaking about. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You got homework now. D Oaks is giving you homework. Man, listen to this, y'all. In 92 to 93 season, ESPN named Fields the best freshman in the country. We're talking about a 3-time parade All-American select 94 through 96. Come on, man. Ain't nobody just walking around doing these things, man. You know, we're talking about the first sophomore to ever play in the best of the best game. See, back in this time, right? And I hate to sound like I'm 100 years old, but back in this time, you actually had to earn them stripes. Before everybody crowned you up, you actually had to earn them stripes. You had to get out there with the Wolves, man. Come on. Ronnie was in there with the Wolves, man, at the Nike All-American camp. And look at 93. He out there with, listen, man, AI. Okay? You think it's a joke? Ronnie Fields was out there with Allen Iverson, man. Kevin Garnett, again, Ron Mercer. Come on, man. Kentucky Wildcat, Ron Mercer. If you don't know about Ron Mercer, you really are Gerard Ward. Come on, man. Ronnie was in there with the Wolves, man. Look, y'all, in 1995, KG went on to the NBA. You know, we know the story, man. Insane contract, all of that, man. And, you know, the word was, look, the whole city of Chicago in the basketball world, man, was just like Ronnie next. You know, of course, Ronnie had one more year in high school, you know, and during that last year, man, he stayed and led that team to 11-1, you know, in the Chicago Public League, averaging 32.4 points, man. You know, so I had to close my eyes for a moment because, come on, man, with a damn near perfect record, you done lost KG, you know, NBA talent. Just Sue KG was clearly probably the best player in high school, whatever. You lose him, you only lose one game. You're averaging 32. You're doing more than carrying 32, 12.2 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 4.5 blocks, 4 steals a game, and Lord, 4.5 dunks per game. Ronnie Fields, man. That's right. We talking about the legend, man. Say what you like. But listen here, man. First team, man. First team parade. USA Today, McDonald's All American for the 6'3" guard, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, this boy right here was standing next to Mike Bibby. If you don't know how serious Mike Bibby was in the 90s, man, going into college, in college, standing next to Mike Bibby, man, Jermaine O'Neal, one of them boys that did it straight from high school. He was in there next to them boys, Tim Thomas. This last name. If you're not respecting nobody else, I just told you, Ronnie Fields was standing next to who he was banging with. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this name. It ain't gonna be no plan after I say this name, boy. The Mamba, Kobe Bryant. That's right. Ronnie Fields was standing next to Kobe banging. You understand me? Now look, y'all. In 1996, man, Ronnie had a horrible car accident, man. You know, happened to be in a car accident, you know, that nearly took his life, broke his neck, you know. We talking like a week or so before city playoffs, man. You know, which is a tragedy. You know what I mean? He left high school as a 3-time all-time leading scorer in Chicago Public League history, man. Now, you know anything about Chicago, man. Tim Hardaway, y'all. Ben Wilson, the legend, man. So many ballers out of Chicago. It's insane, man. So for Ronnie to be top 3 all-time leading scorer, if you don't understand that impact, I can't even talk basketball with you, man. I'm just going to be real. I can't talk to you. Now, look, man. Joey Meyer, okay, recruited Ronnie, and he eventually signed a letter to intent to DePaul University, man, but was ruled academically ineligible and denied admission, yo. Now, before I go forward to the next thing, you know, this is like here's a prime example, right? And you know, my nephew, who's a talented point guard here in Maryland many years ago, Parkdale High School, tried to tell him exactly what I'm about to say right here. Let me tell you, nobody wants to invest into a dummy. Okay. And I mean that with 100% purity, no malice, taking no shots at Ronnie. He's a legend, okay, for what he did do. But we tell the story, we got to tell the whole story, you know, and we need the youngsters to learn from the mistakes of the great ones, man, because the great ones make mistakes too. The great ones definitely have flaws as well. And this one right here is just unacceptable. I don't care if you're a basketball player, swimmer, I don't care whatever you're doing. Nobody wants to invest into a dummy. Okay. So one thing nobody can ever take from you is your brain. Okay. So you better fill your brain up with all the knowledge it requires and more. All the knowledge, y'all. Don't play with your own mind, man. Do not. That's your power. That's your tool. Can nobody ever steal from you, man. So come on. You a baller. You better take care of your academics. You hear me? Because when you go to the table, you need to get respect by the way you think, not the way you play. You're gonna go a lot further with the respect of how you think. Now look here, man. Surely following the ineligibility, Ronnie pleads guilty, y'all, to a misdemeanor charge of sexual abuse and walked away with probation. Now, look, man, I don't know. I don't know how what's the truth to that story. Let me say that of the sexual abuse, whether he is actually guilty of it or he just signed off because lack of funds to actually fight that charge, whatever the case was, you know. But just piggybacking on the education piece, man. Normally, when you lack thinking ability, man, you find your situations, man, you know, and goes back once again to what I said about your mind. Feed your mind everything it needs and a little bit more. All right. So you attract the right company, man, and you keep the right company and you seek the right information, man, at all times, y'all. And you gotta be smart enough to know when it's time to relax, man. You know, and a lot of people lack that because of the lack of thinking ability. Now, look, moving forward, man, Ronnie declared himself eligible for the 1996 CBA draft and was selected seventh round, number 73 overall, man, by the Lacrosse Bobcats. Look, then he declared for the 97 draft a year later, and withdrew his name, you know, but he was eligible. Not sure why he withdrew his name, but in 1998, he actually entered that draft and went undrafted. Now, that's, I'm sure that was very disappointing and unexpected, you know, from his fans and all the people, of Chicago for sure, you know. But I'm going to say the man made mistakes The man was bouncing back from a close to death, accident, probably being crippled. He survived that, or he dodged that bullet, as they say, to where he actually even made it to the point of being a part of the draft, putting his name in respectfully. So his name not being called doesn't totally surprise me from that standpoint, even though he was so great, leading up to the accident. Um, and even, academic issues and, you know, the guilty charge and all of that with the sexual situation. Um, Once again, the NBA, that's someone investing in you. Okay. So people gonna be a little funny about that type of track record. I'm gonna say that because the only light to shine is what he did on the high school floor. Pretty much in no other area at all, even off the court, no other area. So take that as a lesson, youngsters coming up. But I'm gonna say this, man. Ronnie Fields eventually, and we talking about a 10-year plus professional career in the CBA, other leagues, still involved itself with, you know, still was a part of teams such as, the Rockford Lightning, just to name a few, Pennsylvania Valley Dogs, Grand Rapids Hoops, the Chicago Skyliners, and it's many more, but he sustained his career, never gave up, you know, never fell into that trap for a long term, of what he could have been or, how things should have turned out. He kept going, and made an impact, as a player in the field he was able to. And for that reason, man, that guy, Ronnie Fields, will forever be a legend in the eyes of Legends Day and D Oaks, man. Look, y'all, I want to thank you for watching and listening, whatever angle you coming from or both. Man, look at here. I'm gonna need y'all, man, to stay tuned, for my announcement of finalized game of the week. You got to get over to my Facebook. That's Darnell Oaks. The profile is very easy. Darnell Oaks, man. You got to track me out Monday through Thursday, I would say, before, that announcement is made. But anyways, y'all, I got to get out of here, man. It's that time of the day. But I'm going to say this, y'all. Support the show. We're going to always support you. That is the Cash App Oaks Shopping Arena, y'all. And I'm going to see you all back here. Same time, same place. That's Saturday morning.